Thanks, man. I love that we're getting back to some sense of normalcy post-lockdown, pandemic, and all that stuff. I have an 11-year-old at home. One of our favorite things to do for years was we go to different neighborhoods in Portland so she could play at different playgrounds with different kids. It mixed that shit up a little bit, right? And now that we've been back out and about, I took her, she's 11. I still take her to playgrounds. She's over it. But she's like, why can't we go indoors to have fun? I was like, well, because your dad tells jokes. But we were at a playground recently, and she was playing with another little girl. They're having a great time, right? And this slightly older boy walks up. He starts fucking with the girls, right? I'm too far away to hear what's being said, but I could tell by her body language that something wasn't right, because I look up, and she's over here doing this shit. And I get up and I'm like, oh shit, right? I start making my way towards the kids. I get about halfway there, and this little boy, this little piece of shit, he just pushes my baby girl over, right? She hits the ground, tumbles back, and I'm thinking to myself, God damn, am I gonna have to fuck up a child? Again, right? So I pick up the pace, I get closer to the kids, and this is why my little girl's so dope. This is why I love her to death. She stands up, she dusts her clothes off, she gets chest to chest with this little boy, looks him dead in his eyes and goes, hey, suck my dick. That's a proud father moment right there. That's a proud father moment. You mean to tell me an 11-year-old little girl knew the proper context to use a phrase like that, was also progressive enough to know it isn't reserved for any specific gender? You're being an asshole. You better suck this dick. I'm Father of the Year, goddammit. Fucking Father of the Year. Hell yeah, dude. Another dope thing about it was some of that little boy's asshole friends were standing around, and when they heard my daughter say that shit, they just lost their minds. Like, oh shit, she said suck her dick. I didn't know what to do. I jumped in. I was like, yeah, bro, suck my daughter's dick. Get that shit, dude. I love that little girl, man. Make some noise if you're actually from Portland. Oh, okay. All right. That's a lot more than what usually happens at shows. Me, myself, I'm a transplant. I'm sorry. I'm just like the rest of the people who didn't clap that moved here to fuck the city up. My one saving grace is that my wife was born and raised here, so I feel like I'm better than the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've lived in Portland for about 8 years now, and I finally decided to try to fully acclimate myself to being a Portlandian. I wanted to just blend in, you know what I mean? So I went out a couple months ago, and your boy bought himself a brand new Subaru Crosstrek. Fuck with your boy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 2022, fucking leather steering wheel, heated seats. I can't be stopped out here, man. I'm blended in, man. I love that car, dude. How come you guys didn't tell me that shit was so dope, man? I just thought you guys just following the leader, man. I love that car. Here's the thing. I didn't realize it was weird. Don't take this the wrong way, but I didn't realize it was weird for someone like me, that looks like me, to be driving around in a Subaru Crosstrek. And the first red flag was when I went to the dealership, and the car salesman, it was a black dude. You know, there was a whole group of them standing on the steps, and they saw me walking up, and they probably tapped the black dude in the shoulder. It was like, that's you, going out there. Right? He walked up to me, he's like, welcome to the lot, sir. We got a lot of makes and models. What would you like to see today? And I go, I want to check out that Subaru Crosstrek. He goes, nigga, word? And we test drove that shit, and I love that fucking car. It's the greatest car I've ever driven, man. But I could feel the stares. I feel eyes on me when I'm like driving around the city. Like when people pull up next to me at a stoplight, they don't know what to think. It's very jarring. It's very jarring to pull up behind a Subaru, you pull up next to it. And also, I was in the military for a couple years, so I have veterans license plates. Yeah, you say woo, but they don't feel like woos when they look at me. It's very jarring. Black dude, veteran, Subaru Crosstrek. The only thing I can compare it to is like, let's say one of these days you wanted to go hiking, right? So you picked up a friend of yours, you drove out to like Forest Park, and you were parking on the side of the street. You parked right next to me. You got out. The same time I was getting out, you start hiking with your friend up the trail. A couple minutes in, the bushes start rustling a little bit. Oh shit, right? A couple more minutes into the hike, like branches start snapping off the trees. Trees are swaying. Oh, what's happening? And then you hit a clearing, and off in the distance, you see Bigfoot, and you're like, oh my God! Was that a black dude in a Subaru Crosstrek when we pulled up? No one will ever believe us. I am black. I feel like I need to say that because you guys are looking at me like, why is this Indian dude talking about this stuff right now? Yeah. It's because I'm a biracial angel. That's what it is. It's confusing. My dad is black. My mom is Filipino, which is why I look like all of the Black Eyed Peas at one time. Right? It's either that or I look like every black dude you've probably seen in a McDonald's commercial. You know? Just urban yet non-threatening enough to help push the McRib every time they bring it back. That's his face, delicious in a limited time, you know? My dad is actually from the Bahamas. He's from the Bahamas. He has a real thick Bahamian accent. I'm not gonna do the accent for you. You know, I'm not gonna do it. I assume half of you have a Jamaican accent in your head. I'm gonna let you know right now, you're not right. But you're also not wrong. Right? And I'm from the South. I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, and I was a baseball player my whole life. And being a black baseball player in Tennessee means that I was the token black dude on all my baseball teams my whole life. And that's fine. I just remember this one day in high school, my dad came to my first baseball game, and he was talking to my coach, and there was a white dude on my team. He heard my dad speak, and his brain wrinkled. Right? It glitched. He could not compute what he was seeing from what he was hearing because we got back into the locker room. He just hollered out, Shane, I didn't know you was a tropical black. I was like, what the fuck? A tropical black? That's the most adorable racist shit anybody's ever said to me, man. I'll take that any day. Tropical black sounds like a cocktail a white woman orders on vacation by herself. Let me get a tropical black. My husband's upstairs. Come on. I just turned 39 years old, but he wears it so well. Shut the fuck up. I'm 39. I know I'm up here dressed like a background character in Euphoria right now, but it just took me 39 years to finally become the coolest teenager I always wanted to be. That's what it is. The one good thing about turning 39 is my wife surprised me with a birthday vacation down to Palm Springs, California. Yeah, anybody been down there? It's great, right? I love it. I had a great fucking time. This is how I know I'm with the right person, because out of all the places she could have taken me on a birthday vacation, she knew that Palm Springs had my 3 favorite G's: golf, gays, and gay golfers. I was having a great fucking time down there. I was down there gripping and ripping, baby. You understand what I'm saying? You can take that however you want. I was having a good fucking time, dude. I'm glad that she planned the trip all on her own and didn't include me, because in the past, anytime I try to plan a vacation for us, I hit all these roadblocks because we like to vacation differently, me and my wife. Like when I go on vacation, I like to explore, see the sights, get to know the local culture, whereas she always wants to go to Jamaica by herself, which is weird, right? I haven't figured that one out yet. But the one thing we both get excited about, the one thing we both can't wait to do on that vacation is we know we get to have filthy, nasty, disgusting vacation sex together. Hell yeah. Some of you guys get it. Busting nut in a different time zone. It's great, right? It's good, man. But I've realized on this last trip that vacation sex doesn't hold the same weight for me now as it used to when I was a younger man. You know, I feel like when you're a young person, you want your vacation sex to be exciting, right? Maybe even a little dangerous, right? Like, where can I 69 while swinging from a trapeze kind of thing? You know what I mean? Or like, where can I get my hair braided while every member of this steel drum band runs a train on me. You know, like it's like young, fun people stuff, right? I don't need that in my life anymore, man. I can't handle that shit. Like I said, I'm pushing 40. I don't need my vacation sex to be exciting or dangerous. I just need that shit to match the price point of the trip. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna fly me and my wife first class to Paris if I know I can only give her North Portland dick. That'd be fiscally irresponsible, right? That wouldn't make sense for our bottom line. And I tried to tell her that shit, and she's like, that's fine, babe, because I can't make myself come and cover your overdraft fees. I was like, oh, man. That's true, but don't tell me that shit. She's a lovely lady. I'm outnumbered in my household right now by all these women that I love and care about, right? There's my wife, my 11-year-old daughter, and my 18-year-old niece, right? So I have 3 women at 3 different stages of their lives saying mean shit to me every day. Every fucking day I just get bullied. It's the same thing. I hate you. Get out of my room. You're not my real dad. That's just my wife saying that shit. I don't understand what the problem is. I'm such a good person. Me and my wife got into an argument recently where my closing statement in the fight was me yelling, I'm not a little boy, I'm a man. And then I threw down my PlayStation controller, picked up the rest of my Capri Sun, and stomped off to our bedroom. Like a man does. I've learned recently that I'm a very patient man because there's rental properties on both sides of my house, 2 rental houses. And on the first side, on my house, there's a group of young guys, early 20s. They just moved in. A week after they moved in, I realized that these guys are in a metal band. No. Yes. And I learned that because I would hear them practicing every day for several hours. Right? And it's taken everything in me to not go over there and ask to join their band. These are the coolest motherfuckers I ever met in my life, man. These guys are so cool. Their jeans are so tight. They got so many safety pins in their shirts. I want to be down with these nerds, right? And my wife could tell I want to be a part of this, so she tries to give me advice. She's like, babe, this is what you do. You get a case of beer. You knock on the door. You say, hey, I hear what you guys are doing over here. And I'm into it. What do you say? One of these days I sit in, watch you do your thing, hell, maybe even join you, right? And I tell my wife, babe, I appreciate the advice, but I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna make me look sad and desperate. I'll just keep doing what I've been doing, is when I hear them going at it, I'll just play along by myself in my room, right? And on the other side of my house, there's this hot, young, newlywed couple that just moved in. Real young, real hot, tight bodies. I've seen them. Right? Young love, they just got married. What are they doing? They're fucking. A lot. Every day. For several hours. And it's taken everything in me to not go over there and ask to join them, right? And my wife, my beautiful wife, she could tell I want to be a part of this shit. So she tries to give me advice. She's like, babe, this is what you do. You get a couple bottles of Merlot. You knock on the door, you say, hey, I hear what you guys are doing over here. And I'm into it. What do you say? One of these days I sit in and watch you do your thing. Hell, maybe even join you. And I told my wife, babe, I appreciate the advice, but I'm not going to do that. It's going to make me look sad and desperate. I just keep doing what I've been doing. So when I hear them going at it, I just play along by myself in my room. That's my time. My name is Shain Brenden. You guys have been great. Have a good day. Thank you.
Randy Feldface here. Thank you so much for watching Helium Comedy Studios. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh.